Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Starsector, where we are continuing in our new save for update 95a, where things have changed, like the skill tree, where you have to select one or the other, and then you can select the other skill in these pairs once you go through the loop on this or through the whole list. It makes for some tough, interesting choices. We also have story points. We literally have story point right now, but you get 4 per level, and then you continue to get them after you go around. So far, we've seen story points usable in being able to get certain things from missions or salvage ships, but for now, we're going to hold on to story points. Those may be the heal potions of this run. We just hold on to them and never use them. But I'm going to try my best to make good on that, because right now we have our first sort of out-of-world mission here, which is amazingly to go to a black hole, which means we're going to be looking for a research station on top of being able to do a planetary scan for the Ludic Church. But if I look over here, I actually need to pick up some crew and some heavy machinery, which is a problem because money is tight. We also have, and I read this wrong last time, but I just want to make sure I was clear here, a bounty given by Station Commander Terry Phobos, who is affiliated with Hegemony. So if we fight these guys down here, we'll get Hegemony rep, and it should be a fight that we can take on. We just finished a delivery, but let's go back to Cibola, the desert world, real quick, because we've got to get a little bit more crew. Might actually buy these on the black market this time. How much crew do we need? 600. So 20 crew, and we need 100 or so. 20 heavy machinery is apparently a pretty big ask. We need to get rid of 3,000 money here. I guess we can get rid of the Marines. We don't really need the Marines right now. We can always buy them back later. Look, they pay us money. Maybe not the best move. I could get rid of these talent LPCs, but I kind of would rather have them than not. But we can't do the actual exploration mission without this. So here we go. We have 2,000 money. We can maybe buy a few more supplies as well. I know I bought supplies last time, but maybe we'll make do a 2.4 per day, because if we look at the map, I mean, we can go here and kind of back to wherever again, even up to like the Zagan system or something. Yeah, because we're going to be kind of sticking to missions a little bit close. I need to get another fuel tanker at least before we do something else. So you know what? Let's not waste with any pleasantries here. We have a black hole to visit. Let's visit a black hole and hopefully not get obliterated in the process. So we gained experience from profitable trades. We'll see if they get mad at us for black market trading. I thought that was supposed to be a thing. I was kind of avoidant of black market trading at the very beginning. There we go. Ooh, we got monthly income even though we didn't do the tutorial. So I didn't have to sell those Marines. Whoops. Still, if we look at the command here, our income, it is a flat 15,000 stipend from the Galadia Academy, and that's going to last us 3 years. So, you know what? In the words of many a meme, it's something. So we're going to fly up here, up north, because as we know in space and Starsector, there's cardinal directions. Because we're kind of on a flat area, dodging a bunch of nebulas, dodging a bunch of storms that could potentially hurt my fleet. Here's my fleet, by the way. Apogee, Hammerhead. There were a few other ships I could have potentially recovered from, well, not from, but I could have recovered using some story points, but I didn't have any story points, so mental note checklist. If you decide you want to, oh god, we could actually get solar stormed here, but if you want to go and do the ship recovery thing from the beginning tutorial missions, when you skip the tutorial, you need to have story points with it, which makes sense because the story points will get you there. And oh, we got a warning beacon right away. Well, we're not going to dive into this red system, but sometimes those low beacons mean that there's actually some good stuff there on top of things to kill. But we're looking for the black hole, which is right up here. It's a really interesting layout. We're in a nebula, and we have the nebula system, and we have a red dwarf, and then actual black hole. So this has seen better days. Let's see. Okay, well, we're looking for just a cryovolcanic world. Obviously, this is closer to a lot of planets than over here from just looking, so we're going to go to the gas giants. Okay, doesn't seem to be anybody lurking here. And we do have a contact. We have our planet up here. It doesn't look like these are ships. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Shut up. Okay, derelict ship, Legion battle carrier. Let's not get my hopes up here, but one of the things that changed about the update here is that these are no longer isolated to one set of systems or cluster of areas here. Oh, a derelict Legion 14 class battle carrier drifting through space. Oh my... Oh, I'm losing my words here. The very first system I go to. This is like just random seed. I get a Legion 14D class. Now, it's damaged all to hell, and we're not going to use it right now, but you bet your... Oh, it's got 3D mods. You know what? This is one of the exceptions to the rule of don't take battle carriers with D mods. I will gladly, over time, pay to fix any of these, because there's a limited number of these in the game, and you can see this... If we do the standard recovery, we don't even need to do story point recovery. We can just recover. That's amazing. So the Good Sunrise is now part of our fleet, and we're going to pause very suddenly because we definitely need to mothball this. So after we're done with our business here, we are absolutely heading back to drop this off somewhere safe. But let's see at least what it has on it here. First off, what makes the... Well, I'll talk about what makes the Legion stand out right here, because I did talk about this a little bit in my other video where I also bought a Legion, but it wasn't a 14th Legion here. What makes this one different and stand out is that it has 2 large missile points. And this one has a Squall MRS, which is one of my favorites, because it has a lot of ammo, and if you add the expanded battle racks, you have good things here. It even comes with a broadsword, which is cute. We have some other fighters to go into. There's a lot of ordnance that you can put on here, just like a whole awful lot. But we have degraded shields, which is not great. Erratic fuel injector, which is not great. And malfunctioning comms, which sucks because we have 4 fighters on here. We can't do the restore until we're docked with something, but it's going to be expensive. So we won't be running this for a while, but instead of trying to look around for, okay, how are we going to get some big ships, we at least have one big ship to springboard us here. But here's the 14th Battle Group. It's a survivor of the original 14th Domain Battle Group, which was founded by the hegemony. It's a prime specimen of the Domain Navy's decisive battle doctrine, particularly exhibited by the series of radical structure modifications performed pre-collapse, which allow the mounting of heavier armor plating and a flat increase of 100 standard units with only a 7% reduction in speed. How fun. So I just want to look at the fleet one more time just in case anybody hasn't actually seen this. And I know I kind of flipped through some of these fast. I flipped through a new ship pretty fast the last time. You're welcome to pause the video if you want to see more, but there's only a few of these in the game, and they're not always recoverable, and we got one here. So we're not selling that, but technically, if I wanted to get a lot of money, I could. And there is the... I was saying there's usually a research station around the black holes, so this is a good start. Let's see. Okay, explore, and we don't have automated defenses. And inside the pod, oh, we actually got 173 crew. So I got an allowance, and I didn't need to sell my Marines. I didn't need to buy additional crew. I mean, having the crew is helpful, especially with salvaging having certain requirements here. But let's begin salvage. Alright, so we get some extra fuels. It's always good for going on the way back. We get extra weapons, which, as you know, I love hoarding weapons. That's okay. And we got a new thing here, soil nanites, which is for farming. No transplutonic ore deposits, no volatile deposits. So I guess that means it's a specific type of place that you put it on. Enable soil enrichment. Increases farming production by 2 units. I like that. I like that there's some additions here. So I got Operations Center. We're going to learn all these. Escort package, augmented field drive. And then we have a claw wing blueprint, a Kosif wing blueprint, and a longbow wing blueprint. So these are all really nice fighter blueprints. I'm a fan. I'm not going to be selling any of these, even though it would once again really kickstart my economy to do so. These are all things that I'd rather keep. But one other hot tip that I got from before that I did a terrible job of doing here is to go ahead and salvage these research stations as much as you can. because sometimes you can get some bonus goodies out of here. Wow. Wow. Okay, a Hyperion advanced gunship. It's 30,000, a bleeding edge advanced gunship built around a unique phase teleportation system. That's 30,000, but I think I want to learn that anyway, just for fun. Who has fun in these kind of games? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so can we? I don't know if we can do a lot here. We're going to activate a sensor burst. I don't see any other pings right here, and we do have a debris field, which if we look on the map, it's explored. So I'm going to do this just to show it here. I'm hitting the 6 key. I can't actually double explore that, so that's nice that they got rid of that sort of chain thing here. So Hyperion class, 30,000. Let's learn it, whatever. We're going to learn the longbow blueprint, Kosa blueprint, claw blueprint. Having these blueprints are really just nice in general. And I don't know, we haven't looked very much at the skill tree, but I did look, or at the character skill trees, but I did look off camera, and some of the mod specs actually, of course I'm not flipping on them right here, but like whole mod EMC package, some of these recovery shuttles, these have been moved over to the actual skill tree, so it makes some of the choices really tough. But yeah, let's go up here. We're gonna go to our cryo world and say, good lord, this is a start. We are not going to be hugging the black hole today, and as I said in a prior video, I used to do a LOL let's autosave so I don't fly into the black hole, and that ended up costing me. That looks like that may have some ruins around it, but we're gonna skip it. I was kind of hoping for maybe some other sensor pings around here, but it doesn't seem like we have too much, which I guess is nice. We're this early in the game, we don't really want a lot of company. By the way, that extra fuel, we right now kind of barely have enough to get back here, so we'll have to hold on to our butt cheeks a little bit, unless we can find another derelict ship that will give us some more fuel, which is entirely possible. Like I said, I knew I was cutting it close, but at least the research station had something. Or maybe when we do a planetary survey here, this world will have ruins on it. So Biscay cryovolcanic world doesn't look like, it doesn't have the little orbital trash around it that ruins planets tend to have, but we can perform a survey. Hooray, we have enough crew. Okay, I was about to say, we're not supposed to be consuming heavy machinery, but that's supplies. So abundant volatiles, abundant ore deposits. Wow. That is a really good planet. Church of Lud. First off, praise Lud for bringing me over here so that I could get a Legion Mark IV. Obviously, we can't do this, but we can establish a colony, nor would we really want to. But if we look here just one more time, there are some new things here. So it's a 300% hazard rating because tectonic activity, extreme cold. Even with all of these volatiles, this would be still a really dangerous place. But we do have the other factors tab that shows here that the planet is fully surveyed and it's not owned by anybody. So we're not going to take the exit. We're going to, since it doesn't take a lot of fuel here, we're going to just do a quick loop to see if we can find anything for anybody. But we actually got 4 story points now and another skill just from completing that thing. So I guess one of the questions is, because we can't learn these yet, it kind of narrows where we want to look at here. The elite skills, I forget exactly what activates the elite skills. But energy weapons dealing high power is one thing. Target leading accuracy, ballistic and energy weapon range is really an important upgrade, so that might be good too. But down here, salvaging is really nice, and bulk transport is also really nice. Technically, we can buy more ships to increase this stuff, so I'm more inclined to take salvaging because that gives us additional resources. And I may want to do that early because this is just damage, and although we do have some really good stats and abilities, I'm not too interested in getting in fights if I don't have to. So I think I'll take salvaging, but I also am thinking of getting gunnery implants. I don't know if there's like really anything I want to beeline unless I want to start taking remnant ships up here. The future's in salvaging. So let's confirm that. I'm not sure if reassigning skills will use a story point and will not grant bonus experience. Okay. So it's nice they have that in there, but it does cost the story points. So question is how valuable are those story points? The most important thing is that we have these are flashing red. I guess that's because these will hurt us. Transverse jump and emergency button. It's kind of funny. I always forget the transverse jump button is there, and that could have gotten me out of some problems previously. But yeah, well, maybe I should fly closer to the gate just to see if we have some goodies over here. No ping. Alright, well, even if we get nothing else, getting a friggin' Legion battle cruiser, even if we have to mothball it right now, that is more than enough. Like, more than enough. So I'm just going to go over here to the barren bombarded world, see if there's anything else over here, and we will exit at this fringe jump point and head straight the hell back. May actually end up taking some little warps. Like I said before, it's not always a terrible idea to damage boost through storms. I mean, we want to be able to survive, obviously, and supplies could be an issue. But this is kind of the very early part of the game where we're maybe taking some calculated risks, like not just doing straight up trade routes here. But see, like this planet, it has some garbage around here. It doesn't have a lot. Some of these look like actual asteroids, so unfortunately, we can perform a survey. Let's perform a survey. It's experience. And I think there are ruins. Good. So I had a hunch that there would be. Once again, we're definitely not colonizing this place. But we are going to explore the ruins, begin salvage operations. It's not a lot of fuel. That is some nice volatiles, though. Okay, well, definitely take what you get, and don't worry too much about it, because we got a little bit of experience out of it. We got a slightly more fuel range. We're wanting to go to Ilm to take some of this stuff, and then we should have enough supplies and everything to get this going. So let's go ahead and just pop over here. There, Corvus has a terraforming platform that you can still go to and like drop stuff off, and that may be where I park the 14th Legion battlecruiser. Man, that's just ridiculous. There's a time where I was playing this game, it was like, oh, restart, that's too easy of a start. But I'm not restarting this new game. I just want to go through the save. I am curious to see what you guys' thoughts are, other than I hate you, Asher. But if you look at the first video, you can see the seed for where this is, and that's a really quick battle cruiser in the new patch. But it's not like I'm going to be running it for the time being. So order jump to hyperspace takes 39 fuel. Okay, did we suddenly... Okay, we can still make it. So I wasn't sure if the game would calculate that, but we are about 50 fuel shy. We're good on supplies. That's an ice giant. So as long as we don't get blasted by pirates, because pirates would love to... Oh, okay, that's not pirates, that's an unidentified entity. Would love it if it were a dram. It's a Nebula class transport. And we got a little bit more monthly income, that's fine. Okay, we can see whether the special... if we can recover the ship here. Okay, first off, a Nebula transport. Let's look for F1 for more information. This is more for my benefit. This holds plenty of crew. It doesn't hold a ton of cargo. This is pretty good if I do end up needing crew. Chief Engineer's report says that it has 1 D mod. I can use a story point, grants 87% bonus here. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm actually going to take this. So we lost a story point, but we gained a bit of experience, and we got a free ship. We didn't use salvage really, but now we've got to just fly through the solar storms for a little speed boost and hope to good gravy that we can get to where we need to go on time. Would be easier if we used a sustained burn. This is going to be tight. I mean, technically what I can do is mothball more of my fleet. Okay. Are we here? Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're going here. Don't usually have these fringe jump points in solar storms, but yeah, we're low on fuel. So we actually got pushed away by the field there, and I think we had pirates that tried to get us. Alright, so that's not very exciting, but let's see what we have going on here. Ludic path that we don't know the exact location. Survey a gas giant. We noticed that we don't need quite as much stuff as we did for that cryo-volcanic planet, but I don't think we have anything that we can park the ship here at. Yeah, not every place has it. So let's go ahead, try to get to some fucking safety. Because we're low on supplies, we're low on fuel. This transport is trying to get some combat readiness for it, so let's auto-fit. Not that we... Oh, what? Okay, that wasn't what I meant to click, and I think that button's always been there. So let's try this again. Auto-fit. Standard. Confirm. There we go. Not gonna do too much. Yeah, we made it on just literally enough. So we have a system bounty over here. We definitely need to drop off up here. So trade goods. We do have some things we can sell. We can sell some planetary data for quite a bit. I'd rather sell that to the independents because of everything that goes on here, but I will happily sell the metals over here. I know it's tariffs at this point, and that's terrible, but we do have some money. I can afford to do a little bit better here. And we have some supplies. Like I said, the money, the profit that we're making early on in this game is not going to be so much on the missions we run themselves as the friends we make along the way. And I don't exactly mean that as a joke. I literally mean that as we maybe can't buy a tanker like that right now. We can definitely buy another dram though. I mean, that gives us 300 fuel capacity. This will give us 800 fuel capacity. We're going to need some more of this to kind of run across other places. We already have a Mora for sale here. Here's a Valkyrie. I'm not sure if that's new or not, but I'll put it up here anyway for you guys. It's a troop transport hull, a standard destroyer troop transport with enough room to carry 2 companies of Marines. So that's fun. All right, nothing too exciting down here. Since I have a little bit of money and I'm going to be selling some more stuff, I will buy a dram. Just only one. And our goal is going to be to fill up. We bought a new ship. Let's open the refit screen. Let's auto-fit and say light, and also run away from things. Okay. Now let's go to the dockside bar. So we always have a few people to talk to here. There's a captain with a private table, a woman hangering officials about increased pirate raids, and a crisply uniformed officer who wants to consult with me. So here's Ahura Ani, who wants me to a well-led but irregular force willing to perform a tactical bombardment on the Thulian raider base 4 light years away. This operation will perform the mission parameters. 47,000 credits will be your name. You'd need about 280 fuel to carry out the proposed bombardment. The captain is watching you. I mean, that's 280 fuel for 47,000. The problem with that is that because I'm new and hauling around the good sunrise, I don't want to do something that could potentially, hey, we're just going to do an orbital bombardment, but also we have to get in a fight and you kill my ship. So I'm going to try to avoid that kind of stuff for now. But it's nice that you have those options in this game now. Okay, so you talk to the woman, talking to officials about increased pirate raids. Catch the attention of the woman so angered by pirate activity, a notable figure in intra-system commerce. A simple citizen, she explains, who is disappointed by the lack of decisive action. It makes one think that these patrols are more interested in tariff enforcement than fighting pirates. You nod and put on an appearance of shared concern as the rant winds down, the woman's attention fully focused on you now. The patrol officer gives you a thankful look and, taking their drink, scurries towards the quiet end of the bar. Alright. So you're a starship captain, huh? Well, let me tell you what I've been thinking. Along with a few concerned associates, I put together a fund for a bounty on all pirate fleets on or near the Alpha Cameron system, 15 light years away. It starts at 1,000 credits per frigate with more payout for larger hulls. Running a bounty for 90 days should send a strong message to these pirates, and she tries to see where the patrol officer went. Teach those tariff grabbers how to do it. So I want to see where Alpha Coromon is. So we're going to decline that for a second. We have a captain at a private table in Unserious. Please, Captain Sid, I presume. He looks confident at your asset. Perfect. Order something. Let's talk. He slides the data pad towards you. We have a surplus Dominator class heavy cruiser in dock. Perfectly good ship. Honorable service record. It'd be a damn shame to simply scrap it. He meets your eyes with steady gaze. I could make it yours for 62,000 credits. So, Dominator we've talked about before. It's really interesting this is getting offered to us early. That is a no demods Dominator. That is honestly a pretty damn good ship. And for 62,000 credits, that's a really, really good price. So we've got some business we can do here. I can't afford any of that shit yet unless I sell the soil nanites. But that's pretty nice. Let's look at intel real quick. And right now we have a gate over here. Interesting that these gates are highlighted now. So 15 light years away. 12 light years. 13 light years. All right. So it looks like it's going to be one of these down here. I'm kind of going that direction anyway. You know what? Hell. Let's help Jen it out. Okay, let's accept pirate bounty accepted. 1,000 reward per frigate. That's fine. If we repair ships to the dockyard, it won't take very much here. So let's see how badly I screwed myself. Okay, it's at another black hole. Okay, well, that's definitely worth a look. But I think first things first is that we're going to go to Elm. We're going to make some sales. And then we are going to kind of just do our own thing, because we have 90 days to chase frigates. But I definitely don't mind hitting another black hole. I did note before there's a lot of black holes like in system. One unfortunate thing is that it looks like I'm not going to be visiting Mazalot right now. We're just going to go to Elm, because I like dumping these things off at independent places, and sometimes we can get some additional contracts going along here. Like, okay, that's a trader. That doesn't really help us out very much. But we are using a little bit of supplies. We don't have a ton of money, so anything I can do fighting pirates, things like that, tends to help. By the way, how long do I have for my other mission here? 66 days to complete this. So we can go down here, boop them, go up here, get some cash on the way back out. That seems like a hefty form of profit if I want to actually go in guns a-blazing, which is nice because we have an Apogee. Like I said, it's one of those things where the Legion battlecruiser could absolutely crush a lot of what's going on here, but the problem with that is that we can't afford to run it yet. So, by the way, I do just want to look at this place real quick here, because it is a cryptovolcanic planet. It has a ton of volatiles that they sell. So this actually might not be the best place to sell my volatilities, but we're gonna do it anyway. Like 169 per unit. Expand to see market price data. somehow. F1 for more info. Alright, so these'll go for a higher price. Actually, it's some other places here, like Yasad, where we were just at. So maybe we wait on that. We're going to hold on to these. We're going to hold on to weapons. We're going to sell the survey data on the black market, because that's fine. We want to start stockpiling some weapons. I'm going to drop off the soil nanites as well. And since we're here, let's buy these. Let's buy all this. It's a fair trade, as it were. Also, while we're here, just want to see if they have to sell. Hammerhead with 5 D mods. That's disgustingly bad. But we did get a Nebula transport. That was literally free money in our pockets. And here's the tiny drams. And on the black market, oh, a Fury. That is a new ship. Pretty sure not a new ship that I saw last time. A Drover carrier. Pretty good as well. There's a Shrike for what we didn't have before. Let's take a look at the new ship. Like I said, I am happy to take a look at these. You're welcome to pause if you want to know more. 6 small energies. So this has extensive damage, which cannot be repaired because it has a glitch sensor array. You can definitely do worse than that. But yeah, this is a bit of a missile boat. Plasma bird provides an engine boost. Interesting. Very interesting ship. Good price point. Obviously not buying it. But let's go, since we're here. That's really not what I wanted. There we go. Ooh, we hit all the buttons. All right, we're gonna take off names for a second. This is what we want. Since I know kind of this area down here, we'll see if we can find some other contracts along the way. But I need to move down here to drop off some stuff, and then we can figure out how exactly we're going to get more money for fuel. Well, maybe it's going to be from surveying this rocky world that's actually over here. Yeah, I might be able to do that. If I can just fill up my fuel tank, and I might be able to do that a little bit by eating some pirates, then that is what we shall do. But I think last primary goal here is definitely going to be to drop off my mothballed ship and then call it a grand old time. So that way we can try to kind of take our military might and say, hey, how far can we push being able to do some early game fights with some people, and hopefully find some decent salvage along the way, because we've had to do kind of a lot of flying around. There's actually a fight there that I could salvage some shit from. Do I dare? Because this could be a bunch of active ships as well. There's a debris field. Cerebus combat freighter. Yeah, we'll take a look at these. We are not going to recover that. I mean, it's literally free real estate. Significant risk. Insignificant reward, but a reward just the same. And we are not interested. We're just going to salvage that as well. Fortunately, had a little more fuel. So money's money, and we actually get experience. So that's good as well. Alright. Just someone else's fight is my gain. That's Starsector. Alright, so we're going to go down here, literally the system we started at, so we can drop off some of our most valuable finds. Oh god, don't be pirates. They're just smugglers. Independents like smuggling. Things like organs and stuff. Just a little gross, but you know what? This is the distant future. There's no judgment here. Because I love having a free port, because that is a great way to make money. Because the future is apparently in harvesting organs from people instead of finding scientific ways. That's a little too far. Instead of finding scientific ways to, like, grow them in a vat. Minority Report style. Well, they don't have emotions. It's like, no, no. But this is the dystopian future where we have everybody is kind of just like, we're trying to do our best, we're cut off from the rest of humanity. Maybe that'll get resolved. as the game progresses. Let's see, is there a better jump point? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to go here anyway. All right, so we have a little bit of money. Since we get an allowance, where is our... Okay, there's our abandoned terraforming platform. And while we're here, since I definitely didn't do this last time, yeah, we could sell some of these for better in some other places. I need to do a better job of manipulating the market there. We're just going to kind of sell it to dump our inventory because we're desperate for money. Which, once again, that's early game Starsector. Not a big deal at all. So let's go buy the Independence over here. Do some black market sales because we are nobody if not shady figures. Pirates want us to survey a metallic world. I might do that if it's on the way. It is not. And analyze the minor weapons cache. That is definitely not, but it's in yet another black hole. So, abandoned terraforming station. We made it. Alright, you are going to go here. I'm going to hold on to these weapons for now. I mean, Hurricane Merv launcher, that's a large missile launcher. You know what, I am actually going to store my large weapons in here just in case bad things happen and I lose them. Like, we have a lot of really, really good gear and stuff that we can't make a ton of use of yet, but this was still a very profitable episode for sure. So over here, in case you're wondering how to actually store things, you literally go to the leave section and go to store, and then it's going to be sitting over here along with the ISS Zenith, which is just hanging out here for whatever reason. A shuttle that doesn't really provide a lot for us, much of anything. But yeah, there is the Gun Sunrise. Hot damn. We got a Legion 14 literally in my first save on the new patch. That's going to set us up later in the game very well, but I've still got some work to do. If we look at the intel profile one more time, I think some of the accepted missions are kind of getting long in the teeth. Pirate bounty down here, 49 days to do this. We can get there in 20 days. We just have to actually get the fuel and find them. But I think I can do it. Especially if we can get some investment credits from somewhere, but like sell this. Oh, well, not like that. Let's sell on the black market. Apparently it's not as big and scary as I thought it was. And these don't really sell for a lot. Well, the claw kind of does. I'm going to sell it for now. Just because I need this fuel. And I probably don't need these supplies, but I'm going to... Well, can't afford that anyway. That's really expensive. So we're going to do that. We're going to buy off the open market here, but we can't afford all that. It's an interesting position to be in. I maybe don't need all this heavy machinery either, but I don't want to get rid of all of it too much because we may need it for survey missions, but it's money. Or we could just wait a few days and make sure that I actually get my stuff here. But like if I buy... Oh my god, we can't afford you guys' fuel and tariffs. That's just beat up. The dockside bar here, we do have a woman smoking in the dark corner, a man with underworld bounties, a shadowy booth to join a woman with perfect posture. All those could work really well, but that's going to be it for this one. This is Asher. We're going to pick up right here where we left off next time. So very successful time in Starsector today, but let's see if I can actually make some money and kick some butts. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like if you liked the video. Tell me what you think in the comments, and we will do this again real soon. Take care.